Hello and welcome to a new thing. This is the first match of the Dominion Discord doubles tournament. I am here with Soccer is Fun,
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
who is my teammate. I'm Sharur, in case that's not obvious. And we are playing against Supernova 888 and Mr. Baconator 1588. So this is a team full of eights. I guess we can ready up. And yeah, so the format for this tournament is a best of three because we're expecting the games to be long. And I have control of the game. Soccer is Fun will be watching through Discord, and we're talking through Discord, so he can only see my hand, not our opponent's hand, likewise for our opponents. So that's how this whole coordination thing is working. So this board has Butcher and Fortress. That's exciting.
Well, most importantly, it has Lurker and Fortress.
Oh, Lurker and Fortress. That's very exciting. All right, yeah. So there's also Steward to just get those nasty starting cards out of the way.
Sorry, I'm just going to update you. They're having some technical difficulties not being able to screen share anymore.
Oh.
So so I'll be helping them, but like if there's a delay, that's kind of the reason why.
Yeah, this is not surprising. Welcome xtruffles to my recording.
Shish kebabs. Sorry.
No, it's okay. This is definitely a trial run sort of thing.
Okay.
Also, I used to be able to see your screen, and now it's black.
So. Oh, well, maybe that's related. Let me.
Yeah, maybe it happened to both of us.
So, according to Discord itself, my screen is still being shared. I can see my own screen in Discord. So, if you can't, that is odd.
Let me leave this and rejoin.
I would also ask Crude and Mixanak, who are both in the Discord, if you guys want to just say really quick whether you can see my screen share or not. That would be informative, I guess.
It's still black for me, even though I left and came back.
Okay.
But yeah.
1 second, I gotta get the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if Crude or Mick is at the table, they can just type it there.
Yeah, that's... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work. At least I can't see it.
I clicked on the link and I don't see it.
Oh, right. Spec chat is off, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so that's weird.
It's gone black.
Let me try stopping and restarting.
Oh, it's loading. And if it's loading, hopefully it works.
So, yeah, Discord seems to think that it's streaming. It says video connected, and it's got full bars.
It still has a blue spinning circle for me. Anyways, if you want to talk about the board more, I think we open Lurker Steward, I want to say. I think double Lurker is a bit greedy. We do want to start getting trashed.
Yeah, I mean...
Steward, because like Lurker just gains a fortress to hand. We should have tons of villages pretty soon. So I think the Steward Open is pretty safe.
Yeah, I think... I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you were saying was greedy, but I think... I don't really see anything greedy about Lurker Steward, honestly. Hopefully I can cut most of this out of the video that we upload.
Yes, that would probably be smart.
And this will be... Somewhere around here will be me saying, oh, now we came back from having technical difficulties, and that's why there was a cut, but... Hopefully that won't be too confusing. Okay, so yeah, Lurker Steward. We use Lurkers to gain fortresses. We use Steward to trash. At some point, we are going to need some economy to some extent. We can get that from Steward, of course, with the +2 coins, but I mean, basically what I'm thinking is at some point we're going to want to butcher.
Yes, and also on the turn we trash 2 cards from hand with Steward. We'll have 2 coins left, and we can buy a second lurker.
Sure, that's true. And if you collide the lurkers, obviously, then you can get stuff.
Yes.
It could also be worth at some point getting a bandit, because butchering golds is pretty good.
Sounds good.
I guess this will be the real test drive of how slow or fast this goes. I didn't feel like we were playing super slowly in our test match, but I don't know if xtruffles and Crude were as intent on playing optimally as our opponents are presumably now.
Yes. But yeah, I think I like Lurker Steward. Double Lurker seems like you're just gaining villages and not really doing anything, and Double Steward has its obvious problems.
Yeah. I mean, I think Double Steward in general is fine, but I think you want to get going on the Lurker thing pretty quickly. You can always buy a second Steward. There's a good chance you can buy a second Steward on turn 3 or 4.
I guess if we double Steward and they don't collide, then we can buy Lurkers on both of those turns, right? And that'll turn out pretty well.
Yeah, I think the nice thing about getting the Lurker Steward opening is that you're going to get a fortress. Well, I guess it could miss the shuffle, but basically you're going to get a fortress, and actually missing the shuffle could even be a good thing, because then you don't get the fortress until you already have the ability to redraw your Steward and potentially be playing a second Steward because you bought one on turn 3 or 4. But the point being that you can put fortresses into the deck as you get the second Steward.
Yeah, but now the more that I think about it, I think double Steward, its upside seems better. And I don't think the downside is too big. But obviously it is a downside if they're...
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point. We are going to want a second Steward ultimately, no question. So I could see the argument for that. The odds of collision are not that high. I don't actually know what they are, it occurs to me.
Should be something like 4 and 11.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to account for the possibility that,
yeah, so that's why I say approximately 4 and 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think double Steward is probably fine.
Yeah.
If you want to be safe, we can go Steward Lurker, but I do think the upside of double Steward is worth it now that I think about it more.
Oh, Lemon Spawn is posting something about the format. Yeah. Oh, there's the jump to present button. Okay. Format will be played 3 games. If the score is 1.5, 1.5, then the team that only got first player once wins the match. Okay. I didn't actually know that last part. And I guess we don't actually know who goes first in this game yet.
Actually, your name appeared first, and we're in red, so we went first.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
But yeah, that's good.
All right. Yeah,
I don't think a tie is that likely, so I'm glad that we get to go first twice.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an advantage to go first twice versus winning a 1.5 split. That's...
But yeah, the game plan is, if you're okay with double Steward, we can open that. If you're okay with Steward Lurker, that's fine too.
I could go either way. I think you have a point about the fact that Steward or steward hands can buy lurkers more easily
Yes.
than lurker hands can buy stewards. So
Well, they buy steward, but they don't trash in the process. And would
Well,
you rather
yeah,
gain the
yeah.
fortress or trash? And I think trashing is probably more important.
yeah,
Then eventually, let's say we both have 5 fortresses. You can like play a fortress, butcher a fortress into a bandit, play a fortress and a steward to draw it, then play the bandit, then draw, then butcher.
or we could have a 5-2.
Okay, well, 5-2, I'm pretty sure is butcher lurker.
Well, so first of all, I'm getting a little bit of an echo. Well, no, I'm not getting it anymore. Okay, whatever. I was gonna ask if you're using headphones, but yeah, I mean, butcher seems clear, and then lurker is the other option. So there
butcher, it almost certainly doesn't collide with no estates, and then you just turn one estate into a steward, and now we have our steward.
Yeah.
So all of our thinking was for naught. But it's okay. It's good to get the general gist of what you're doing on the board instead of just clicking, oh, I have 5-2, I must be butchering, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm glad we got our thinking time in. All right, we'll see what they do.
I'm not actually convinced this is a... I like having the butcher. I'm not convinced this is a better opening, but I don't think lurker steward is better than
I think
butcher or lurker butcher. I guess maybe we should have taken a few more seconds to consider that. But
I just think that butcher turning a state to a steward just like automatically gets us to where we want to be.
It is really strong for sure.
Okay.
Poacher. Oh, I don't like that.
So I don't think they see the lurker fortress synergy.
Okay, so here I guess we lurk fortress, play it, and then see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, now they see it. Yeah, so lurk the fortress. Play the fortress. See what we draw. All right.
Okay, well, we can go second butcher.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's second butcher. Then next turn, we turn estate to steward and buy another lurker.
Yeah, so you're on board with the second butcher?
Yes.
All right. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, so estate to steward, we'll have 1 coffer left over, and then we buy a lurker.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yep. Diplomat. Okay. I don't really understand that at this point, but
I guess if you lurk something, then your hand size decreases, and then you can go for the diplomat play. That must be their logic. But yep, this is a lurker buy.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Alright, now if we get to see our butcher with our fortress, that would be awesome.
It would.
Stewards are great too. Well, the steward. Anyway.
I mean, really, just if we draw anything that is an action, I'll be pretty happy.
I don't think the poacher is great here because the fortress pile is probably going to empty really quickly, so I don't really agree with that.
Well, it also just... They didn't get any trashing. Granted, we kind of didn't either, but we kind of did.
No, I think you can call butcher trashing.
If you're trashing estates into action cards,
it's estate trashing, and then we have the steward, which is our copper trash.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, play the fortress first. I guess we have to lurk for fortress now.
We do. Here comes butcher number 3.
Okay, do we actually want a bandit now?
I don't know.
I don't think it's crazy.
I
Butcher is also possible just because it's so good with fortress.
Butcher is really good. I don't 3 butchers, like, on the one hand it seems crazy, but on the other hand it's so good, and like yeah. We are gonna be gaining more fortresses, so we're gonna have the terminal space for it. And
actually, if you think about it, butcher turning fortress into gold is like bandit gaining a gold without the attack, right? But it's just more flexible.
Yeah, it's more flexible, and it's really just the flexibility.
So I guess third butcher then.
I mean, why not? This is so weird.
Okay, we see collision. A bit fair.
Yeah, that's to be expected given that we drew all of our coppers again. We also bottom decked our steward, which is unfortunate.
And we have a lurker down there and the last copper.
We do have a lurker down there. That's fine. I mean, we'll be able to lurk another fortress. I think the question is just, what are we butchering right now? We could just grab another fortress to reduce the amount of collision that we're going to see depending on the timing of our lurkers, or we could, not do that.
The issue with fortress is then we don't buy anything, right?
Yes. If we
So I'm
want to buy a
thinking we
third
can-
lurker, we need to do something else.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we can just do steward lurker.
That seems fine.
This is actually a really cool board.
It is a cool board. I agree.
All right, so this is the kind of hand we want to be seeing.
Yeah. So we can play Fortress, Lurk Fortress, Butcher Fortress.
Play fortress, then steward trash whatever we draw. Yep, sounds awesome.
Well, I think we want to do it in the other order, right? Because we want to have the Fortress available to play after we butcher it, but like before we play the Steward.
Maybe I said stuff in the wrong order, but yeah, you're right. We're playing the first fortress, then, or I guess you can lurk for fortress, play the first fortress in either order.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
matter.
you have to play one village before you play the butcher.
But I like getting information more faster. So play Fortress first, then Lurk Fortress.
Yes.
Like maybe I'll discover that our deck actually magically has 7 provinces in it, and we can butcher province into province and end the game and not have to worry about lurking fortress. You never know.
Hmm. All right, so we'll see if they get a steward. They definitely should start on the trashing. They do have one butcher. Well, we're just chilling with 3.
Our shuffle distribution has been ridiculous.
Yeah, like I don't think I don't know if the 5-2 was good or not, but getting the second butcher and then the third butcher seemed kind of forced.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so play fortress. We did not, in fact, draw 7 provinces. So let's lurk a fortress.
Yep. And what do we want to butcher fortress?
Yeah, that is the question. I mean, we could butcher fortress into fortress just to gain coin tokens if we wanted to. That's sort of the most what I want to say, like put off any decision making option in a way.
I can see that, because then if we just drain the fortresses really quickly, their poachers get sad, right?
Not only that, but we have more fortresses and they have fewer.
Yes.
and I mean, if we butcher fortress into fortress, we get another card into our hand. We don't decrease. Well, we wouldn't be decreasing our hands. Or no, wait, we don't get the fortress into our hand. What am I talking about? We only get the fortress back.
We only get the fortress into our hand when we lurk it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, but I think you can play the butcher and then we can keep thinking.
Yeah.
And then click the fortress and now decide.
Yeah, so I mean, what do we think? What are we anticipating buying this turn? I guess is another question.
We might end up buying nothing, which is okay.
If we do buy nothing, that increases my interest in getting something other than just another fortress off of this butchering.
I think a gold is possible here.
Yeah.
Right. We need some actual economy. Like butchers only do so much. Because they're going to be terminal at the end of the day.
Yeah. Although, I mean, there's always steward. If we're worried about that, like if we draw cards, then we'll have all these coppers, right? I mean, I'd like to get rid of them, and we will start doing that with the stewards. We do already have 2 stewards. I mean, I could see the argument for diplomat too, as draw that potentially is non-terminal. Like once we start getting like butchering going, and stewarding stuff.
Yeah,
away.
I see a point. Like if we steward away 2 coppers from hand, then we can use diplomat to draw non-terminally.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, because we're going to be lurking for the fortresses. We're up 3-1 on the lurkers, or is it 2-2?
That's a good question. I think we may be up 3-1. We opened with 1, and then we had 2 different turns where we bought a lurker with 1 copper and 1 coffer. So yeah.
So if our lurkers will gain the remaining fortresses, then I think diplomat's better than fortress.
Yeah, well, especially because it makes our lurkers better if we can gain the fortresses. So diplomat.
Either diplomat or gold. It's your call.
I think diplomat. I think I want to get thin before I mess with gold.
So I'll play the fortress and trash and buy nothing.
Yeah, I don't think we need a 4th lurker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, this looks like potentially a much less exciting turn, although there is another butcher or two hiding down there, so...
2 more. Yeah. 2 more butchers just chilling.
Yeah. If we draw into Lurker, then we can gain a fortress and draw another card, so... Lurker is cantrip.
Alright, they're starting the trashing, which is good to see. What are they going to do?
Is that the first time they've played their butcher?
Well, yeah, they didn't get turn 1, turn 3, turn 5 like we did. But yeah, they should be killing a state here. We'll see what they turn it into. Or maybe they don't have a state in hand and that's why they're thinking.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate. If I... Without a... I mean, they could potentially use another Lurker, but I would consider... Oh, never mind. Yeah, if you got a state, you're definitely trashing a state.
Okay, they gain a steward, which is probably correct because they need to start killing their coppers just like we do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they have the fortresses right now to support another butcher, plus the steward that they just picked up.
On the bright side for them, their poacher discarding means their diplomat will become a village really often.
That's actually a good point. Okay, so
right, well, play the
fortress, and okay. So, I mean, we can just steward. I mean, I guess we could draw with steward, but
I don't know if you want
I
to draw
feel
because
about
in there
that.
there's a lurker and another butcher. So like the chance of seeing another terminal is pretty high.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we trash with steward, and then with butcher, we can turn estate, or we can turn copper into diplomat, right?
We could, yeah.
So compared to just buying a diplomat, we get rid of the copper, which is good.
Yep. All right, yeah, let's do that.
And now this hand should have lurkers and butchers. Yep.
Yep, so we can lurk 2 fortresses. That's exciting.
Yeah,
although
play one, butcher the other, which is fun.
Well, we want to butcher the estate.
Oh, well, it depends if we steal our steward or not. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the issue is we can't get the butcher on the fortress into the shuffle because we'll have to play 1 fortress first for a village.
Indeed.
So in that case, like butchering a state into something like steward might be more attractive because we won't have to see it ASAP compared to butchering fortress into like a goal that we want to see really soon.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we see steward off the first fortress play, then we butcher the second fortress. If we don't, I guess we can wait and make that call on our turn.
Yeah. But draining fortresses might even happen this turn, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like I said, it even has some advantages for their poachers. But overall, I still think it's a downside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they have enough diplomats to reliably line all of that up. They haven't thinned any copper. Well, or did they? I think they've just trashed the 1 estate. Have we trashed 5 coppers and 2 estates? Like butchered 1.
We stewarded twice and we butchered a copper, so maybe
stewarded twice would be 4 coppers. Oh, right, and then we butchered 1 copper and trashed 2, or butchered 2 estates. Yep. So they've done very little thinning.
Yeah, they definitely should have opened with at least.
Wait, did they just?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they butchered a fortress already in hand. Okay, so.
All right, so start with lurker fortress, play fortress, then see what happens.
Hey. Right. Okay, so let's...
I do think we want to get started on like greening, or at least gaining gold, so we can begin greening soon afterwards.
Yes. So
just because the lurker piles are always spooky.
So we can just butcher fortress into gold right now if you want.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. And then I guess we might as well play the fortress.
And then steward and track.
Well,
and then butcher for the coffers.
Yeah, I mean, unless we want to butcher estate into something and then just steward trash the 1 copper.
We could butcher estate into fortress.
I mean, we probably We probably
In
don't
which
need
case
to.
we
We
should
might be
Steward
better
draw.
off leaving 2 fortresses there in case our other lurker runs, like, has the opportunity to gain it.
Okay, so I think either we steward trash, butcher nothing, and buy nothing, or we steward draw now.
Oh, steward draw. That's an option too. Yeah.
Yeah. So we killed 4. We killed 5 cop.
We have killed 5 coppers. Yeah. So we
And
only
this
have.
is the only estate in our hand.
Yeah.
So I think our chance of finding like a fortress or a lurker is really high if we steward draw. So I'm actually liking steward draw here.
Yeah. I'm good with that. Yeah. Yay, flexibility. All right.
Okay. Now we lurk fortress. Play the fortress.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, because we could butcher the fortress, but we're not going to buy much of anything if we do that.
Yeah.
We want to get rid of this estate.
Now that fortresses are pretty much
Well, now we
okay,
could butcher
so
the fortress.
Now we can butcher this fortress, yes.
Would you rather do that than playing it and butchering estate?
We have another steward in there.
We
right?
do have another steward.
I think we can butcher fortress into gold. Sounds pretty safe.
We also have some diplomats. Maybe,
Do we have
yeah,
one
2
or
diplomats, I think.
Two
They
diplomats.
have 1 and we have 2, I'm pretty sure.
They will be active.
Yeah.
So I think butcher fortress into gold sounds safe again.
Oh, right, we can butcher the fortress first. What am I talking about?
All right, fortress draw.
Hey! All right.
Okay. So I think this is estate to fortress by nothing.
We're just for fortress denial? Is that your thought?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's probably the safest. I don't think there's any way we can lose with just so much more stuff in our deck.
Yeah. I'm getting some feedback again. All right, yeah, I don't want another lurker.
Yeah, so I expected to see one of our diplomats or maybe another fortress, but we just saw our 3rd butcher.
Why not?
Yeah.
So I could see us ending up, depending on what we draw off the fortress this turn, I could see us playing steward for coins so that we activate the diplomat. I mean, I guess activating the diplomat isn't that important with 2 fortresses in hand.
But that sounds like something we could definitely do. Well, definitely we play the fortress first and then see. And then, like, if we find a butcher, we could just butcher fortress and then play diplomat, and we can save the steward flexibility for later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're starting to get their deck together, but I don't think they're thinned enough to like threaten anything seriously.
And they still haven't trashed any copper, and they've trashed 1 estate. So they have yet to use steward for trash. And they only have 1 steward to our 2. Got it pretty late.
So 5 lurkers left, 5 butchers left. I don't think a pile out is that dangerous.
I certainly don't think they're capable of it. I mean,
yeah,
so they have
definitely
2
not
butchers. They have 2 butchers to
This
R3.
turn
They have 2 lurkers to R3. If
Yeah.
they
So-
drain stuff a little bit, we could potentially threaten a pile out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not scared of them piling out. I'm just saying, like, for our turn, I don't think we can do it either. But the turn after, or their turn after this turn, maybe we need to worry.
Yeah, okay. So Fortress draws a copper. Not really what we wanted. But that's okay.
So I think we steward for coins.
Yeah, we
And
could
then
do that. I mean,
diplomat?
the other option is to steward for trash the fortress. I think that's a little silly. Given that we have another steward though.
Yeah, I don't want a steward to just kill 1 copper. So coins and then diplomat.
Okay, so we
Okay,
can
so
butcher
we can-
fortress now, and that
Yes.
reactivates the other diplomat. So
Yep.
So alternatively, we could just butcher gold now. I don't know that we need to do that.
I don't think
quite that
butchering gold is
aggressively.
correct. We can turn fortress to diplomat, then we can even just afford province straight up.
That's true. Is that what we want to do to get another diplomat? It seems
Either
reasonable.
diplomat or gold here. It's up to you.
I mean, we don't have plus buy, so I'm not seeing a lot of value in having 3 golds. Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
if
don't
we
wanna
could
spend too
butcher
much
them
time on
all,
it.
but realistically, we're not going to be able to do that all in one turn.
I don't want to spend too much time on decisions like this where I don't even know which I would do, so I don't want to
Okay.
predict you either way.
Yeah, let's go diplomat.
So diplomat first. We see another butcher.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So do we want to butcher fortress again? Or do we want to just...
I think we can. I think fortress to gold here.
Fortress to gold.
I'm not
and then-
100% sure, but I think fortress to gold.
Well, I'm going to play it. That's for sure.
Yes. Could even be copper to diplomat. And then we can just still afford province straight up, right?
Yeah, actually. If we want to just thin the coppers. The copper, I mean, there's only one of them. We could end up in a situation where you have too many diplomats. I think.
Yeah, but the thing is now lurkers just get out of the hand.
That's
If you
true.
play one
That's
fortress,
true.
fortress
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out of
you're
the hand. I
right.
think
You're
it's
right.
safe.
Okay, you want to do that?
Yes.
Copper to diplomat.
Yes. And then play the fortress, see what happens.
Another fortress. And a lurker. Okay. So
Do you want to lurk something to lower piles? I think it's safe.
the issue is mostly just that they have access to it.
Yes, I'm thinking you lurk lurker.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty safe. Alright, grab province.
Yes. Just to be safe.
We can always butcher province to province too.
Yeah, that's the classic butcher case. And that's why it's better than remodel.
Butcher's amazing.
Well, it's better than remodel for a lot of reasons.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
still
can
don't like
remodel
that.
province to province if you're just trying to lower piles, of course.
Yeah, but you don't get the coffers.
Right.
I still think replace is a bit underrated, but
Place
it's
is
no
great.
butcher.
It's I think it's less straightforward than butcher, but it's a great card. I probably like it too much though.
So we're gonna play fortress to start our turn, obviously, and then we'll decide.
Yep. I think there's a good chance we're going to end up playing steward for draw.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be for coins every time. So we'll see if they take the lurker back from the trash that we gave them.
Right. I don't think it'd be... I mean, it gives them a little bit more pile control, but I don't think they have nearly the deck control to make that warranted. I think it's a trap for them.
I think it's too slow at this point to get another lurker, which is why I suggested binning it.
I could see us being able to support another lurker and even using that to drive piles, but I wouldn't even have the confidence to do that until we got deeper into our shuffle this upcoming turn to just sort of get a better sense for how much we're drawing. I mean, we certainly didn't draw a deck this last turn. We did add a couple diplomats, but we also added a province.
They trash a beggar. Maybe they're trying to trap us with the beggar.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I mean, I guess if you have if you had diplomat to activate, you might as well do something like that, but it doesn't look like they did, so I'm not really sure what that's about.
I mean, they're trying to trap us. There's no reason not to lurker a beggar, right?
I suppose.
All right, so they do province, so we need to score a bit.
So we
more.
got
So play the next fortress. I'm pretty sure that's safe.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
now we can think.
Do we want to play steward for draw now? I mean, we have, if we want to butcher fortress, we can do it afterwards.
I think we steward for draw now. Seems pretty safe.
Okay. So
we can add another diplomat, then play fortress.
We could. Wait, when you say that, are you talking about with lurker or with butcher?
With lurker. I want to keep the butchers.
Okay, so double lurker, a diplomat.
Yes.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Get out of the way.
We don't want that junk.
No.
Give us a diplomat. All right, there we go. Now play a fortress, and we see gold. I think we play the fortress again and hope to see diplomat to continue our turn, or steward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
And if all
We
else
can
fails,
always
we'll just
butcher
turn gold into province.
Yeah.
I think we just played another fortress.
There it is.
Okay, we see the diplomat, and it will be activated, so just play it. Although I don't think actions are an
it
issue
doesn't
at this
actually
point.
matter at this point. I mean, we can.
Yeah,
this
just
one won't
play
be
it. We have
activated,
enough
but
action.
yeah,
We have enough actions.
Worry about it.
Play it again.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, I mean, this is looking like steward for cards.
Yes.
We don't need the coins unless we want to trash gold to province. We can always do province to province just to add some coin tokens.
Yeah, I think cards is fine.
Do we want to play the fortress, or I mean, we could butcher fortress to gold.
We could do province to province, then fortress to province.
That's interesting. We're still a coin short of buying a province at that point, but maybe that's fine.
Yes, but I think the chance of finding something is pretty large because we only have the 3 lurkers, right? So I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed, actually.
It's guaranteed that. Oh, you mean with if we play the fortress? Yeah, we play. Yeah.
So province to province, fortress to province, play fortress.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about finding?
I mean, a steward for coins or our 3rd gold, which I believe we have.
We do. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. They have a gold.
Oh, they have the 3rd gold. Okay.
We do have another butcher.
Or the butcher will work.
Yeah, okay.
So province to province. And then fortress to province. And then fortress draw. That's my idea.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Just to take the lead. And then next turn we can think about ending. Because I don't think they can triple province. They only have 2
we might actually want to play lurker here to activate the diplomat.
Okay, yeah. We can kill another lurker from the supply. Then play the diplomat. Okay, play fortress, because we don't want to trigger the shuffle. Play butcher.
I mean, all we have in the discard is a province, so... I guess if we wanted to butcher province to province, we would want to play this diplomat.
I do think that's a bit too risky, though.
Is it? I mean, we're going to buy another province if we do that.
Then how much will we be up? We'll be up 10. But then if they like butcher gold to province and buy province, we lose.
Wait, why wouldn't we be up butcher? We butcher province to province and buy province, and we're up. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. If you want to be extra safe, we can even do diplomat to duchy.
I mean,
I think province to province is a bit greedy.
So what do you want to use with? I mean, I guess the butcher. We could just play the butcher and not trash, and buy province. There's no way that they're gaining 3 provinces.
I think not trash buying province is fine, and I don't think there's a chance that they butcher a gold into province, idle into province, and buy province. That seems far-fetched.
Yeah. Okay, is that what we're doing then?
Yeah, so no trash and buy province. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you play diplomat or not. Okay, so we might end up like... Actually, we can even start with lurker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that'll enable diplomat, and then we'll see from there.
I mean, given that it's at the beginning of our turn, I mean, we'll see what they do, but we might as well lurk a butcher and then potentially regain it. Like,
okay,
I mean, I guess we could do the same with diplomat if we'd rather have more draw, but having another butcher, if we can actually get to the point of playing it, would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I am wondering whether we should have gotten that bandit at some point to get some gold, but some additional gold.
Yeah. I mean, we were considering bandit versus butcher on that turn, but we took our 3rd butcher.
Yeah. Oh, I just meant later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no objections to the 3 butchers that we got. I'm not even sure we should have gotten a bandit. I'm just wondering about like the fact that we have 2 gold and a copper is a little low.
Okay, so they do gain 1 province.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
they've already played both of their butchers, so I mean this should be our game here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just need to draw to win. So just play the lurker, enable the diplomat, play the diplomat to start.
Yeah, I think if we cycle around, there's no reason that we were gonna need to hit more draw cards. So I think we trash a butcher. But
Yes. And then play diplomat, play
okay.
fortress,
So
steward draw. Right?
yeah, I mean we're okay. Now we're 1 coin short. So
We have it in hand, right? Province to province by province.
oh yeah right we do. Yep, I wasn't counting for the accounting for the coin tokens.
All right. I think that's it. Okay.
That is indeed.
They had some pretty good turns there that I didn't think they'd have with all those coppers and estates.
Yeah,
So it got a little scarier than I thought it would.
I mean, I think what it comes down to is that a lot of times with the butcher, you have the strength is more in like endgame control than in like more traditional payload where you buy things. So like the score is close, but I don't think we were ever really under threat to lose as long as we didn't like shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I always felt in control. Then I was a bit scared at the end because I'm like, wow, they actually have quite a few points. But I do think we played that.
I mean, they had because the coppers, if they drew enough, they could.
Oh
God,
God, what is
province. This is
This is Prey for 2/5.
wow. Okay, so certainly 2/5 would be amazing. Nope.
Do we not open page? That's the question. How evil is
Yeah.
Urchin?
How what? Sorry.
How evil is Urchin?
Well, that's the thing.
It's either page. Well, it's definitely catapult. So I'm thinking it's either catapult, Urchin, or page catapult. Do you agree?
So if you want to collide your urchins, the best opening for doing that is urchin.
Right, Urchin's a little more likely than Urchin catapult.
But you also want to thin with catapult. Although hitting 5 to get a junk dealer or a counterfeit would also help with that. You also want to get a page. You want to get that going. I mean, you can move through the page line faster if you've thinned, but I don't think the thinning here is fast enough for that to offset getting a page early. But it still might be correct to wait at least until turn 3 or 4 in order to get to aim for specifically mercenary, but I don't know, it's hard to say. And you could argue for just like page urchin and just accept that you're not going to get a mercenary turn 3 or 4 and just go for it on the following shuffle.
But I think page Urchin is just worse than page catapult. Then on the next shuffle you can pick up 2 Urchins and then you guarantee.
It's mostly because it's cycles a little bit faster. I mean, granted, the catapult thins a card, so
yeah,
that becomes future cycling.
So I think it's either page catapult or Urchin catapult or Urchin.
Mm-hmm.
I think page catapult is the safest. Urchin is the most high rolly, and then Urchin catapult sort of splits the difference.
The thing I do like about
I have no idea which is best.
Page catapult is that, well, we're more likely to have a hamlet or 2 by the time we put mercenary into our deck, and thus less likely to terminally draw one of our travelers. so that's something.
Yeah. And I think eventually we want to put pathfinding on hamlet, probably. So the hamlet pile seems pretty important.
I mean, you could put on an urchin. Yeah.
So pathfinding and hireling are the only draw.
Yeah, you could also put it on poacher if you assume no piles are going to run.
No, but then the poacher pile would run, right?
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, it would depend on whether your opponent did so as well. There's also hirelings for draw. I don't know if that's going to make sense, but all right. So I'm leaning towards Page. How do you feel about that?
I think Page Catapult's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if Urchin misses, then you just feel like, wow, why did I open that? It did absolutely nothing. Whereas Page Catapult, you always get something.
Yes. I mean, Urchin is a little bit. Oh, cheaters! Urchin's a little bit more likely to hit 5, but none of them are especially likely to do so.
Okay, so we get to discard attack and pick up an Urchin, right?
Yes. Please no bottom deck Page. I wonder if it would have actually been correct to open Counterfeit rather than Junk Dealer, just because it provides you a little bit more. Well, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't actually provide you more economy.
Yeah, it's close. I mean,
no, I take it back because
Junk Dealer kills estates. Counterfeit gives 1 more coin at that point in time.
It doesn't really though, because Junk Dealer draws a card.
Oh, right, true. So if Junk Dealer draws a copper, it also gives. Yeah, I guess Junk Dealer's just better than Counterfeit.
Yeah. Fool's Gold.
Yeah. I guess the advantage of Counterfeit is that it's plus buy, but does that matter this early? I guess if you want to pick up Hamlet or Fool's Gold, it would matter.
It would, yeah. I don't really. I don't know how I feel about Fool's Gold. I mean, there is plus buy support for it, but the draw,
I'm
and the hand size attacks, like I don't know. Anyway,
there's
I think
platinum
we already agreed that. That's also true.
Urchin.
Yeah. Okay. Yay! No bottom deck Page.
All right. So second Urchin over Hamlet, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Then I think we're guaranteed to connect.
We definitely want to get a Hamlet, but I mean, we don't. There's no pressing need for it at all until we have actually have the mercenary or some other terminal in addition to our catapult.
All right. So second Urchin. Yep.
Okay.
So I think this is Hamlet.
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, if we want to hit 5 at some point, we may need to invest in something that provides economy.
Well, Treasure Hunter gives us silvers, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Good old Treasure Hunter.
Barring very strange circumstances, at least. I mean, yeah. The arguments over silver are a little ridiculous. I mean, actually, I will say there is also an argument for third Urchin if you're not sure. Oh, we have a catapult, though. Never mind. All right. Hamlet?
I think Hamlet's good.
Okay.
Okay, so Urchin, Catapult bottom decked.
I mean, that's actually
not the
fine.
best. Well, it means Merc misses a shuffle.
It does, but I mean, at least we are going to collide them. That's good.
I think they should pick up Counterfeit here so they can get Fool's Gold more easily. We'll see. Yeah, so they feel ahead because of the open.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that opening was really strong.
They're
not going for the mercenary, which might mean in the long run that they hurt from the attacks. But so 2 silvers, that's a lot. Are we going for another Hamlet?
Yeah, I think second Hamlet is fine. Because mercenary helps you hit 5 too.
Yes, it does. Well, assuming it's trashing like estates or something.
Well, it draws and gives coins.
Yeah, I mean, well, and then assuming you're not playing it terminally, which, depending on what you're drawing into, in our deck, it should help us hit 5. Put it that way.
All right, thank God. Our-
Yeah, I
our-
played a
our
game
warrior
earlier
estate.
where I had my warrior swindled into nothing.
Into nothing.
Oh.
Not even into a portrait or something.
No, I was really angry.
All right, urchin for sure. Take the mercenary for sure. Then play the Hamlet. See what we get.
Yeah, I don't I don't know how you feel about double mercenary. I am not a fan.
I'm not sure on this board because we have catapult. I don't think we need the second.
Yeah, so I am going to just do this so I don't have to keep clicking on that.
All right, play Hamlet.
Ooh, discard
Warrior.
for action.
So discard estate for action.
So
Don't.
actually this is interesting because we get to attack them more if with the warrior if we play the catapult first. What are we potentially
No, it's
drawing
once per
into?
traveler. Soldier.
Oh,
is
it's one.
once per
Oh,
attack.
you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't matter.
Okay, so we can kill estate by hireling, or we can kill copper by counterfeit. I think they already discarded one card, so I would go for the hireling, but it's up to you.
Okay, you jumped ahead. Sorry. We're in agreement that we're trashing copper, right?
No, so
No.
that's the question. If we trash estate, we get to buy hireling. If we trash copper, we get to buy counterfeit or something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I might prefer counterfeit to hireling right now, to be honest.
The thing is that we already attacked them once, so it's not as much of an upside.
That is true. I mean,
And hireling is the only draw until we pathfind.
Yes, that's also true. Counterfeit. Well, we are gonna have a mercenary
and a catapult, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, you're right. I think you're probably right. The hireling's better.
All right. And we can hero for platinum. That's nice.
That is nice. So we've got Hamlets for plus buy if we have enough draw, just looking at the long run. So we don't necessarily need counterfeit for that reason. We don't necessarily want too many Hamlets because eventually we're going to have a champion and we're not going to be having to worry about terminals.
Well, if we pathfind Hamlet, it is a lab.
That's true. I mean, but I might rather do that on Urchin because I guess there's actually no reason to, is there? Never mind. Yeah, because the attack isn't relevant anymore. It's more expensive, and it doesn't have the flexibility of giving the option for plus buy. So yeah, you're right. Yep, pathfinding on Hamlet is better. Okay, fair enough. We could. I mean, I guess I might as well do this. We could buy 2 Hamlets.
Yeah, definitely discard for buy. The question is, do we double Hamlet? I think we do.
I mean, the other option is we gain a page with an eye towards eventually having a hero that can keep gaining platinums, which is pretty good. Any thoughts on that? Hello? Did you disappear? Well, I still appear to be screen sharing.
Okay, I think I'm back now. Oh. Sorry, my connection went out for a little bit.
Okay, so I was saying if we pick up a page, we can eventually get a hero that can keep gaining platinums out of that. Yeah. So maybe we want to go page Hamlet.
Yes, I'd like that plan. Please, let's find our hireling nice and quick so we can just keep drawing cards.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too much to hope for.
I mean, I wouldn't complain about finding the mercenary either.
Oh yeah, I'm not complaining about finding a mercenary ever. Yeah, so this is the thing with Fool's Gold, especially when they have no Hamlets. They're just not doing anything with them.
Alright, do we want to discard for action in anticipation of what we might draw, or do we want to just say,
I don't think we discard, but
I mean,
I'm not
we
sure.
already have, like, what are we trying? What price point are we trying to hit? 2? Like, we already have that. We can discard copper and anticipate trashing a state. So
Right.
I'm kind of
I
inclined
guess that's a
to
fair
just
point.
do that.
Yeah, I guess the downside isn't that big. All right, mercenary, let's go.
All right. I guess the
Hero.
downside was that I didn't anticipate that we might hit 5. It
Yeah,
just
that's
like
pretty
it
sad.
didn't occur to me, but okay.
Another Hamlet.
So we actually, I guess maybe I should have discarded for buy. So yeah, we could do another Hamlet. I don't really see any better
Yeah,
options.
and let's hit that pathfinding.
Yeah,
I think exchange both. We can get our second hero soon.
yeah.
Soon.
Just making sure that it's doing what I think it's doing.
Yes. Definitely don't have auto exchange on. You don't want to have all these disciples. Whoops, I have 4 teachers.
The only traveler I have auto exchange on for is fugitive.
I don't even have that on, but that is a fair case. Do I want a super throne room or do I want a border guard variant?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, it's basically just worse than border guard. No, it's no, that's not true. Never mind. It's I guess there's no card that does exactly what it does. It's a worse forum, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Like, I think if Fugitive were a regular card that cost 4, it would be totally balanced and not that great even.
Oh, really? I think it would be pretty weak. Weaker than Secret Passage. Anyway, not that it really matters. Okay, so do you want to catapult an estate here or do you want to attack? That's the question. We're gonna discard for action. That much seems clear. We want to play our hireling, of course. And I get the feeling that you are not coming through again.
Okay, am I back now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think discard estate for action, catapult the copper, play hireling, buy another Hamlet.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Although I'm pretty sure that's what you were gonna do.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Why would
You
you
could
want
even
all
kill
these
silver, but I
Hamlets?
don't think that's correct.
Oh, to give them a curse? Yeah, we can always do that later. I mean, I guess it would hurt them worse now. And they're gonna get a champion
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Maybe after
actually,
we
you
play our next
know,
treasure hunter and get some more silvers,
yeah,
we can think
actually,
about it.
come to think of it, that probably would have been correct. I mean, it's probably pretty marginal either way, but getting it in while you still have the opportunity would have been nice. Oh, they're on to us. They bought a Hamlet. Okay, so maybe we're going to get the chance this turn. I mean, we do at some point need to hit 8 for pathfinding, but that shouldn't be too hard once we get the platinum. So are we discarding copper and trashing 2 coppers and keeping a silver for trashing? Actually, what we really want to trash is an estate because the mercenary is going to do the hand size attack.
Sorry, have they bought anything on turn 11 yet? I think I might be lacking again.
Yeah, they bought a Hamlet. I said that they were onto us because they bought a Hamlet.
Okay, well, I'm stuck there.
So you can't see what's going on currently?
Well, you have Urchin and Mercenary, 2 copper, silver in hand. So you played the Urchin, right?
I played the Urchin, and then I played a Hamlet that I drew, and we drew a copper.
Okay.
So we currently have Catapult, Mercenary, 3 coppers, and a silver, discarding for action with Hamlet. The question is, do we discard copper or discard I guess it's discard copper either way, probably.
We
Yeah.
could discard catapult if you really want to hit 8, but I'm not sure about the quality of our deck, like how likely are we.
Yeah, I don't think that's very likely.
We have our platinum, right?
We
So
do.
our platinum is just auto 8. But,
Yeah, well, if we draw it with the mercenary, I mean,
well,
we can
yeah,
always.
it's 8 either way, so I guess just discard the copper.
Yeah.
It looks like you did. But yeah, that's fine.
All right, now I think we're trashing estate because we already attacked. I mean, the other option is we trash silver because that gives them a curse.
I think we trash estate, get another high link.
Oh, we can get another hireling. That is a good point. There's the champion. And there's 10. What will they buy with it? Another platinum. I would want pathfinding, but then again, they don't really have the anything in particular to put it on. Okay, so I guess we might as well. Or actually, do we even want a silver in the shuffle? I guess we might not.
Yeah, I don't think we want the silver.
I don't think we need to discard for buy unless.
All right.
I mean, we could potentially buy 2 or 3 hamlets depending on this. If we discard here,
I think we get
and
the
what we draw.
pathfinding first, and then we spam the hamlets, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, discarding the estate for buy is only a bad idea if we're going to draw through. And I guess we can. I'll just play the third hamlet, and oh my gosh. Okay, so the last card is the platinum. So we might as well discard for buy now.
Right. We might not use it, but we might as well.
We will not use it. Okay, pathfinding,
yes, just pathfinding, right.
On hamlet.
Hey, we gained some labs.
There's another one. Although, not for long. But maybe we'll get to attack with it once. Probably not. Pretty good chance that they get their hero down this turn. I mean, champion. There it is.
And they do. So I think we're just taking a bunch of buys and getting the rest of the hamlets here.
Yeah, well, we may need to look at greening as well.
What else is running? Just hamlets, right? I don't think we need to green yet.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, we have a
they get another fool's gold.
All right, I guess we might as well play the warrior first.
Yeah, play the urchin.
Sure.
Then start playing the hamlets. So we're gonna buy 3 hamlets. That costs 6, right?
Yeah. So do we want to? The question is, do we expect to draw back around?
I think we can expect to draw the mercenary. So discard a copper. I want to say
for buy. I mean, yeah. I guess we have enough. We could wait until we play these other 2 hamlets because we can get 3 buys without needing to discard with this one.
I think we want 4 buys for 3 hamlets and then one of something else.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's.
But how many hamlets do we have? If we have enough hamlets, we don't need to discard yet. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, that. I mean, we have more than these 3 for certainly.
Yeah, I think we can just discard. It's okay.
But then again, like, yeah. Okay.
And let's find that mercenary.
I guess we discard silver for buy here. Right?
Yes.
Guess I'll. So we have 2 more hamlets. We have. How many cards did we discard? 2? So we can discard 1 more and still draw it all? Assuming we don't have any more hamlets, which we might actually. Does that math check out for you? Oh no. Okay. Soccer's Fun says connection's a bit shoddy. Do the rest of the turn and he'll be back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So get this out here. Oh right. We have a catapult too. So we're gonna have 4 buys. We have, let's see, 8 and 5 is 13, 14, 15. We can stay at 15 by catapulting a copper. So 15 is exactly enough for 3 hamlets and a platinum. So that seems pretty good. Now we should readily be able to double colony. Hopefully soccer will return to being fun for start of our next turn. Third hireling down for opponent, but I like our...
Am I back?
You are back.
All right.
So we were able to hit exactly 15 while catapulting a copper and drawing everything up, which was 3 hamlets and a platinum.
So you got 3 hamlets and a platinum?
Yep. So feeling pretty good. They just got a third hireling down. So that's pretty nice. But they did not draw a deck and only hit 7, so I'm feeling pretty good about our position.
And we have our second hero now, right?
Well, we have 1 hero. We got the second page 2 hero, yes.
Yes. Okay.
So we can keep gaining platinums. And we can potentially use Mercenary to trash out the other stuff if we want. I mean, maybe we trash the catapult with the Mercenary at some point, or maybe we catapult the Mercenary and trash a little bit more slowly. I guess it depends on how well we draw.
I think we will merc the catapult, probably. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully we can gain and play platinums. That sounds fun.
So we actually have, I think... Our urchin, so how many hamlets do we have? We have like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. It looks like 8 hamlets. So that, I mean, we'll definitely draw plenty of cards. I guess I was thinking about our urchin is a card that we could use to like redraw like the last hamlet discard if that was a concern, but I don't really think it is much of one.
Yeah, I think we'll probably end up killing Catapult Copper with our Mercenary.
Yeah, so we want to discard for silver for buy, I guess.
Yes. And at this point, we're just buying hirelings, colonies, and platinums?
Yeah, I mean... I guess we'll see how much money we have. I'm not sure about the hireling part, but... Alright, so we don't necessarily need 4 buys this time. Like, we had 15 last time. We're going to add a platinum,
it's also
so we're going to have like 20.
Hireling's too slow.
Right. I mean, it might be correct to just double colony and be gaining platinums while we're doing it. Like, that might just be good enough. So we might not need, I think 3 buys is plenty. I don't think we're going to need 4. So my thought is just go ahead and discard for buy here and then stop doing it. Are you gone again?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
We don't need all the buys to soak up hamlets anymore.
All right, go ahead and gain that platinum. Okay, so we have overdraw, unsurprisingly. I guess we might as well discard for buy just for the heck of it. do we want to trash catapult copper, or do we want to catapult? Like catapulting mercenary versus mercenary catapult copper is the same amount of money this turn. In the future, mercenary lets us trash silvers more aggressively if that's a thing that we want to do, which it probably is for reliability's sake.
I think we're probably just greening from now on.
Yeah. Right. I mean, just the question is, do we want to thin these remaining cards like faster or slower, essentially?
I think we play mercenary, but I'm not sure.
I agree. So we're gonna do it.
Okay. Will we be able to triple colony next turn or not quite?
I'm not sure, but I'm not going to waste time acquiring the additional buys that we could acquire. So colony leaves us with only 4 coins. We could buy another silver so that we have an even number of silvers to trash with mercenary.
So we have 25.
Mm-hmm.
We'll gain 1 more platinum, so that's 30. We won't get the 2 coins from mercenary, so that's 28.
Well, we will if we trash 2 silvers, but then we actually go down in coins.
Right. So if we buy colony, fool's gold, we can triple next turn, right? Or am I counting something wrong?
Oh, that's a good point. 2 fool's golds is like another platinum. I like that.
So double colony, double fool's gold, and then we can threaten to triple next turn.
Sure.
Okay. And they just have 1,
afford
right?
2 fool's golds.
Oh, right. Damn, we're 1 off.
So if we add a silver, that puts us at what we were at 20. That just brings us back to even. Because if we don't play the mercenary, at 25, so yeah, then we gain a platinum, and we're 3 short. I mean, potentially we can mercenary some hamlets if we have an overdraw again. I don't know.
Hopefully
that we will.
We mercenary the urchin.
Oh yeah, mercenary urchin silver is coin neutral.
Do you want to buy silver copper here?
That's interesting.
Because then if we mercenary the urchin and the copper and get another platinum, is that exactly 33, or am I counting wrong?
No, I think we're still a couple short. Like if we had 25 this turn, right? So we add a platinum, that's 30.
No, that's short.
We add a couple more cards to mercenary that mercenary eats, that just leaves us even with where we were.
Do you want to ask for an undo to get buys on the hamlets to bet more coppers, or do you not want more coppers? Because I'm not even sure if that's correct.
Yeah, no, not really. I like the idea of the silver copper. Actually, wait, if we add silver, I guess if we add silver copper, then we trash copper urchin. Whatever, we might be able to trash a hamlet. I think silver copper's fine. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if we're gonna trash anyway, well, no, never mind.
Yeah, there's no reason to take curse.
Oh.
And definitely keep.
Yes.
I don't think we want a second champion.
No. I mean, yeah, we need a hero, not a champion.
I mean, I can see if you have Diadem getting multiple champions, but I can't think of anything.
That would be funny. Is that actually how it works? Like, yeah, that would stack. Be extremely silly, but ooh. Well, if we could triple colony, we would just win the game.
Right.
So let's hope that we can do that.
Yes. Don't play the urchin.
Right.
And we only need 2 buys, so discard for buy twice.
Yeah. Well, the question is when do we want to do it? I mean, I guess we might as well do it now.
Yes.
With the silver.
All right, let's just hope we have it. And we can even kill Colony instead of killing Hamlet.
That's true as well.
So let's just hope we have it.
All right, so 3 buys. So we're done with that.
Yeah. So play the next Hamlet. Play the next Hamlet. Play the next Hamlet. Find that hero. Come on. Play the next Hamlet. Find the hero. All right, we find the hero. Wait, we can hero for counterfeit for 1 more coin over platinum.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get a counterfeit instead, because I think we
Okay.
might have exact. In which case, platinum.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure you're right. That counterfeit. That's clever. I completely would never have thought of that. They're like, what is this? Undos.
Does he want a fool's gold?
So confusing.
Yeah, like your last league match when I saw you play the dominate changeling thing. That's something I would never see, except I was spectating. So I was like, how can he possibly win? Oh, dominate changeling.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm not sure what he means. The reasoning.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, we're gaining.
Take the counterfeit, and we should have it. So play the Hamlet, and then mercenary colony urchin. Right.
That is safe, right? I've bitten myself before doing this.
I'm pretty sure we have it. So our last card is the counterfeit.
Yes,
right?
the last card is the counterfeit. I mean, can we just...
So counterfeit on plat, that's 11. Plat, copper, that's 11.
Do we need to play the mercenary?
Then 2 coins plus the 4 silver. How many silvers do we have? Sorry, it's a bit fuzzy.
Wait, we have 4 silvers. Okay, so hold on. We have 15
Right.
from... Or sorry, we'll have 20 from platinums, 8 from silvers, 2 coins in play. So that's
30.
30.
31 from the copper, 32 from the counterfeit, so we need to play the mercenary.
Right, so we mercenary urchin colony.
I think we can do it with urchin copper too, but this looks cooler. And I don't want to be off by 1 and lose because of that.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate for
All right,
sure.
so counterfeit the platinum, auto play the rest, and let's get those colonies.
We were...
Oh, also counterfeit was a buy, so we could have discarded 1 last time, but that's okay. We got it.
We actually
so-
didn't need... We were 1 coin over, so we could have trashed the copper.
Either merc the colony or gain counterfeit. We did both, so we're 1 over.
Yeah, it turns out we didn't actually need the counterfeit, so we didn't need the undo, which is nice. Although I stand by what I said in chat. I mean, I just did that thing, and you had an idea, and you know this is kind of part of the point of. Yeah, I don't know if
I don't think we played the 3rd game.
You don't think we do?
We can ask Lemon.
Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, this game they definitely played a lot stronger than last game. Like last game, I don't think they got the trashing early enough. I just think their mistake was going for fool's golds.
Oh, he already said okay. I mean, I'd be fine with playing. I actually think this is really fun, but
yeah,
like I know people were complaining about it. Certain individuals were complaining about it, but
yeah,
I'm having a blast with this.
I would definitely normally say yes, just my connection's a bit bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we can try seeing if it makes any difference whether you're hosting or not for next time. But okay, well they're good. So looks like we're done. Yeah, so it's an hour and 20 minutes, which is not too bad. I could easily end up playing 2 games in an hour and 20 minutes under normal circumstances. Okay, well, I guess that'll do it for now. Thanks for teaming up with me, Soccer.
Yeah, for sure.
This was
fun.
Yeah, this was great, and I feel like we gelled pretty well. I think you probably caught a few more things that I didn't than vice versa, but
Yeah, but you also have to like actually click stuff, pay attention more, so don't blame yourself.
Yeah, okay.
For missing the
Fair
minor
enough.
things.
Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about being able to continue in the tournaments. I
Yeah, and let's
expect.
take out Tracer and Dan next
Yeah, I was
round.
gonna say I expect we're gonna get roundly thrashed in the next round. But hey, you never know. I beat Seprix in one of the tournaments. So, oh no, I beat him in. Where did I beat him? Yeah, it was in one of the tournaments. I don't know. Oh, it was in the Renaissance cage match. That's right.
Yes, you did beat Seprix.
And he was quite displeased. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. So I hope anyone watching enjoyed it, and tune in next time for more doubles action. Till then.